you know we about to turn up. Switch the road to burn up. A couple partners leaning, we double cup the syrup. Ain't no trouble about to stir up.
Yo, what's good, everybody? I didn't plan on doing this, we'll call it a mini show tonight, because I'm only going to go for about an hour, guys. I want to address a couple things about what happened last night. So with that being said, let me get this up so I can get you guys in here. It would help, wouldn't it? What the hell? Oh, here we go. Comments. Ba, ba, ba. Sorry, guys. I should have had this more prepared. I apologize. Give me a second here. Bam. And bam. All right, guys. I'm sending the link out right now. Let's get into it, guys. Yo, Jaden, what's up, buddy? So we're going to get into a little bit about what happened last night. Jared, hang out. You'll see. Jaden, you know what happened. Austin, what's up, bro? I see you guys in. I just sent the link. Jaden's popping in. Gabe's popping in. Is that my beautiful cousin? We Sporting Podcast is in here. What is up, everybody? So let me get right into this. I'm not going to bring anybody in just yet. I'm going to talk about what happened. So last night, do you mind if I bring your name up? Because you're going to come on anyway. You okay with it? All right, he's okay with it. So Gabe was being pressured a little bit. We'll call it pressured, guys. By Axby. Axby is, I guess, the main culprit of it. I don't think anybody else was directly involved. I could be wrong. We'll find out. But I just want you guys to understand something. And I just had a talk with Gabe. So do I think anybody was in the wrong? I don't. Does it suck? Yes. So what we got to understand is there are people out there, especially the younger guys, like my buddy Gabe, who are building up to be what a lot of us jerks are. Okay, we're getting them there. But you got to understand sometimes you can be a little too hard on people, guys. And that's what I think happened. I think it was more of a misunderstanding. Danny, I see you, bro. What's up, man? Danny, we got to hang, bro. That 2 seconds we met at the Fan Fest was garbage, bro. We do got to hang, though. Get some beers or something. But, yeah, I just want everybody to understand that Gabe will even tell you, I believe, that he feels like after I talked to him that maybe he was being a little sensitive. And I'm trying to teach him how to handle stuff like you guys. You know what I mean? Because you guys can be handled, and you know it. All of you know it. But I want him to know that you guys don't hate him. It's just like a big brother taunting his little brother, or your best friends going at you and giving it to you. Because that's exactly what it was. I don't think any of you guys had any ill will towards him other than the fact that you were just trolling on him because he lost. And that's fine. You can do that. There's nothing wrong with that. Jared says, all I can say is I would whoop Big Blue Ant's ass in Madden anytime, any day. Well, that's kind of impossible because you still don't have an Xbox, ass. So shut up. Anyway, I love when people talk shit and they ain't got an Xbox. Listen, here's a good example of that crap. I'm not afraid to play any one of you guys. Can I lose? Absolutely. Do I care? No, not at all. Look, I'm losing weight again, guys. You can see my turkey gizzard just shaking. See how fat I used to be? But you see what I'm getting at, guys? I can laugh at myself. We can laugh at each other. We can have a good time. And again, I don't think Axby was coming at you to be a jerk. I think he was coming at you again, like the big brother. Like he's trying to toughen you up too. And when I get it when it seems like a bunch of people are ganging up on you. I get it. I really do. Because it has happened to me. And that made me stronger. And it made me the asshole I am today. Anybody in this community will tell you, if you call me an asshole, my answer to that is, yeah, and I don't care. And that's how we're going to get you, Gabe. That's how we're going to get you. Seriously. And believe me, we all love you like a brother. So let me get Gabe on here. Yo, what's up, bud?
What?
Love the Spartan mask, dude.
It was on my floor.
It's cool. Do you understand what I'm saying to you now? It's not nobody. I don't think anybody hates you, dude. It's just a way of toying with you and messing with you. Again, it's the big brother, little brother syndrome. I'm sure Axby was just messing with you. I'm sure whoever else was involved in it, Browns by Jacob, I think Dylan's name might have been brought up. But, I don't think they're doing it because they hate you or dislike you. They're doing it because they're poking the bear. They're trying to get at you. They want to toughen you up. But at the same time, they are getting a laugh at your expense. But not to be rude, not because they don't like you. They do it because they like you, dude. Listen, when I was younger, the girl that hated you the most is the one that liked you. The guys that messed with you the most are the ones that wanted to hang with you, the ones that wanted to be your boy. Unfortunately, in my situation, they didn't know they wanted to be my boy till we went knuckles down. That just happened. And you can ask most of my friends that. Most of my friends I have, they became my friends because I earned their respect because I wasn't going to back down. Same situation. You don't have to fight, but it's the same situation, bud. Don't back down. That's what they want to see. They want to see that Gabe's a stand-up dude, man. He's a stand-up guy. And I think you are. I just think you're getting to that level. You're seeing it now, and yeah, it's bothering you a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that, dude. Nobody here hates you. And if you're okay with it, I'm going to bring Axby on.
Oh, I'm okay with it.
All right? And be prepared. If you got something smart to say or slick to say, Axby's going to say something back. Mm-hmm. Now, the thing is, if and when it gets personal, I'm not going to say, I shouldn't say when, because I don't think it's going to get personal. But if it gets personal, then it's an issue can come with. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let me get Axby in here. You guys can talk it out. Be cool. Yo, what's up, bro?
Nothing much.
How you doing?
Nothing.
I mean, am I on point in what I've been saying? Like, it's not like you dislike
I don't have a problem with them.
Yeah, you're just talking crap and hyping up the games.
Yeah. I was kind of want to get in his head a bit so I could win.
That's what it's all about, Gabe. That's what this game.
What do you mean get in my head? You already won. This was after you won. It's not even getting in your head so you could win. It was after you won.
But that's the point, because now he has that, that saying, I got a spot.
Now I want you to actually win this week. I want you to get your first win.
I'm gonna win this week. I know I am.
What's that?
You gotta be confident. You gotta manifest. That's what I did against you. I manifested it.
And if you don't win, guess what? And if you don't win, Gabe, guess what? Who cares? This isn't the last tournament Sneaky and I are going to do. We're already in the talks for more tournaments. We're talking about
last tournament that I'll get accepted to.
Why? Practice. Practice. It's like anything else you do in your life. You want to get good at something, you practice. You practice.
Do you think I was good off rip? Do you think CJ was good off rip? You think Dylan was good
I'll be 100% honest with you. When I went up against Positive Philly, I was confident, but listen, dude, I was afraid to lose to him. I'll tell you right now, Sporting will tell you himself, he would have clowned the hell out of him if I would have lost to Positive Philly. That's not even a joke, bro.
I got clowned a bit because I was going to help. I helped him with the game. He wouldn't even listen.
Exactly. Dude, it's all love. We're just, we're just being, it's that brotherly love, man. You bust each other's balls. It's nothing personal. And again, like I told you, that picture that Axby sent to you, you should have laughed at it because it was funny. Come on, you can't tell me honestly that when people were handing out the picture of Eli Manning holding Tom Brady as the baby, that didn't make you laugh. Yeah, see? Look, come on, that's funny, dude. That's a funny picture. That's all it is a funny picture. He's just taking jabs at you. That's what big brothers do. That's what brothers do to their friends and family and stuff like that. You take jabs at each other.
Me and my friends see each other all the time in real life.
Didn't I tell you this before we got on? See, you're taking it too personally, bud. It's not something to take personal. If they get personal, then it's an issue. Am I right, Axby?
Yeah.
See, if anybody gets personal, then it's an issue. Other than that, they're just talking trash. They're just trying to get in your head. And once they've gotten into your head, they're going to jab at you more. It's not any... Good. You talk.
I also want to point out something about getting better. Dylan, he lost to Javen his first game. Dylan was horrible his first few games, and he practiced and just practiced and got better, and he's now one of the best.
See, Gabe, it's all about practicing and have fun with it. If you lose, you lose. Learn from it. Practice. You know what I'm saying? And you're not, you're going to have people that are better than you most of the time. Not all the time, most of the time. Until you get to that level. Listen, if CJ is coming on tonight, I hope he does. I'm guarantee you CJ will say, there's somebody out there, and there's probably a lot of other guys that'll beat him. Listen, do I think anybody in our community is signing up for those real Madden tournaments?
Like the $1 million ones? No.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think so. At least not yet. But this is where it starts. You start practicing here. You get beat a few times. Then you get better in the next tournament. Then you get better in the next tournament. And soon, maybe you could be one of those ones, playing for the $1 million. That's what it's all about. Other than that, the trash talk is just friends. Oh, Christ. I'm in trouble now. So you want to see, here's a good example of being an asshole with love.
Yo, Gabe, go take it personal. I bust Anthony's balls every second I can.
The fact that he's my brother busts my balls.
Me and Anthony a month ago had a yelling match over video chat.
We did? Oh, no, that's because I was right and you were wrong.
I believe I was right and you were wrong.
Actually, nobody was right. I mistook information for something I thought it was. So neither of us was right. Neither of us was wrong. However, Jared was explaining himself, and I didn't take it the right way. So when he explained it more
still sounds like I was right and you misinterpreted it.
All right. Eat a pair
They're
of
still
balls.
arguing right now. That's the point.
Yeah. But because we do love each other. I love this dude to death. And I only met him 10 years ago now.
I don't know.
And he is.
Gabe, if you ever watch me in the chats, I talk shit about everyone.
Especially Positive Philly.
Especially Positive Philly.
So, Ann, do you want to come on my show?
What's that?
So you want to come on my show?
You have a show?
No, it's Positive Philly.
Wait, say that again?
It's a joke at Positive Philly.
Oh yeah, God. Listen, I'll come on any of your guys' shows as long as it's not on the weekend. Why? Why? Thank you. The only one whose show I'll come on the weekend is this guy, and that's because he is family.
Yo, Positive literally calls people and is like, you want to come on my show? We're live right now on YouTube. Like,
listen, I love Mike, and I laugh at all of that. The thing with Mike is that
he takes it
he'll tell you, hey, you're going to come on my show, and then you're like, oh, yeah. And then you come on his show, and you have no idea what it's about. No idea whatsoever. He'll be like, oh.
You want to know what bothers me about Positive Philly?
Positive Philly.
Besides that,
he
talks hella shit. He talks hella shit, and then when he loses at a Madden game, he's not brave enough, like other people, to come on and talk about his loss.
See that, Gabe? You already got to step up on Positive Philly. At least you got the set of cojones to come on afterwards.
I didn't even know Anthony was going live tonight, and I was just watching the rerun of Gabe getting an interview.
There's a bird in my vent. I just hear birds like chirping.
So I gotta ask, Gabe, are you and Axby okay?
Sure.
Axby, you're cool with that, right?
Yeah.
See? It's all good, bro. Again,
I'm not.
Shut up.
I'll whoop your ass.
Listen. If I want any shit out of you, I'll squeeze your fat head.
Ass. I'll whoop all your asses at Madden. I'll even whoop CJ's ass at Madden.
What console you play on? Oh, wait, that's right. You don't have one.
Exactly.
No, Jared, you can go to Ant's house.
I got Xbox One.
If he comes to my house, you know what? That's not a bad idea. You should come to my house one night.
And y'all play and stream it.
And I'll just beat the hell out of you and get it over with.
I got Xbox One.
What?
I got Xbox One.
When?
I had it for like 5 years now.
You're so full of shit, dude.
Bet me.
Well, then where is it?
It's in the living room.
Then why ain't you playing?
Because it doesn't work.
And you don't have an Xbox.
Bet me.
You have what used to be an Xbox.
Bet me. Here, I'll bet you
That your body smells worse than mine? I'll bet you that too. You won.
Yeah, that's probably true there.
I
I'll
wish he
bet
ever
you a
stayed.
sneaky merch.
What?
He'll bet sneaky merch. He'll bet you sneaky merch.
What do you want? I'll buy it for you anyway.
Bet me.
What? That you suck? There's no bet to be had. We all know that already.
Box sitting right underneath TV.
What's it, collecting dust? It don't work.
Yeah, it's collecting dust, all right.
It's not an Xbox anymore. It's a
Oh,
piece of
Xbox.
machinery that you've gotten too lazy to throw out.
It turns on. It just doesn't load up.
It's actually not machinery. It's just box. It's
It
just a
probably
box.
doesn't load up because it probably has like you said, 5 years worth of updates to do.
The Xbox, the green Xbox.
No, that's the Xbox. That's
up.
not the Xbox One. That's the original Xbox.
No, it's not.
That thing's
Xbox
about as old as
One.
me.
It's Xbox One.
Huh? Listen, just because it's the
Xbox
only
One.
one you have doesn't make it the Xbox One.
You're
It's,
new
it's
to the
technically
Xbox
the
life.
first Xbox.
I'm what?
You're new to the Xbox life.
Yeah, and
You don't even know what Xbox looks like in the old ones.
yeah, I do. I had the original one, jackass.
Yeah, well, that's old. That's your
I had a
age old.
362. It's in Jasmine's room right now.
360.
Yeah, that's
was-
like 50 years old.
Well, what came after the 360? The one. So eat it, butthole.
Somebody
Why does
asked me
your
how
Why
old
does your
you
head
were
look like a pug?
It doesn't. I grew my hair in.
Yeah, but when you shave it, it looks like a pug.
He has that Charles haircut.
Yes. See, I don't have it.
If you've seen Charles' haircut, it looks just like Jared's.
Does he?
Yes. Just
Like a gay farmer?
Stop picking on me, guys. That's not nice to pick on me.
With a corn cob in his butthole?
At least I don't have a man bun. Never
Not a
have.
man bun either, dude. It's cut, dude. I cut it. I couldn't put it in a freaking
You had a man bun, Ant?
What's that?
Yeah, he did.
You had a man bun?
No, it was a rat tail.
It was even worse. It was braided like a damn girl.
Who do I have to impress, dude?
At
You
least
look
he
like a
has
Viking.
hair.
I've been married for 20 years. I have 2 children that are
Hey.
grown. Who do I have to impress?
Me.
Oh, you'll be waiting around a long time for that. I'll leave it in my will for you just so you can hear it.
Just remember, you're never promised tomorrow.
Yeah, that's why I'm telling you you're a dick now, so don't forget later.
All right.
Okay. See, Gabe, see how that
Me and my
works?
sister in 50 years.
What's that?
Is this gonna be me and my sister in 50 years?
Probably. Well, wait, how what's the age difference between you and your sister?
2 years.
Yeah, it's 18 years for us.
Woohoo! Man, you old.
Like I tell my son, this too will all be yours someday.
That's
I
what
thought
my
for-
dad tells me every day.
We're cut from the same cloth, bro. The only difference is your mom and my mom are different. But really, were they though?
I don't know.
Exactly.
It's a mystery.
You want to hear a cool story, guys? So, before I met Jared, we had our son, and I named him Jared. Isn't that weird?
Just coincidental.
See, nobody cares.
That was weird.
Nobody gives a shit.
It was just meant to be.
I guess. I'll tell you what. I'm starting to believe that if nobody came on my show, I would be happy if Carson was the only one here.
Carolina?
No matter how dumb my jokes are, no matter what I say, he laughs at them. It's my.
Okay.
You know what? Hold on. Let me
Which
bring on my. From now on, Carson, you will be dubbed Big Blue Ant's hype man. This is my hype
Yeah,
man,
because
guys.
he feels bad for you. None of
No,
us feel
don't.
Oh
bad.
yeah, I forgot. He's also a fan of a poverty team.
That's okay too.
Did you say the poverty team? My boy, you're the
reason
Falcons
why
fan.
your team's the reason why Matt Ryan's called Matty Ice, buddy.
Well, he said
boy.
he said your team's the reason he don't have to worry about being in last place.
Hey, Gabe, you know what? Gabe,
Well, the Saints will actually be last place. They don't have Marshawn Lattimore.
No,
Listen,
you guys will find a way to get last.
The Saints have the best quarterback in the NFL, Taysom Hill.
Jameis Winston.
Taysom Hill.
Jameis 30 interception Winston.
actually,
What?
who's don't say what to me. You say yes, sir.
What
I respect my elders.
What?
I'm
Yeah,
like
you're just-
50.
You don't respect me, and I'm older.
Listen, Jared's the equivalent to Barney.
Carson, I help you with your fantasy teams. There's a difference.
Yeah, you got a point right there.
You're an
So-
A's fan.
All right, let me bring in. There's 2 other people
Yeah,
here. Let me get
A
Jaden
Braves
in
fan,
here.
A good team.
Jaden, you good to go?
Guys, can you believe the Jacksonville
What's up, bro?
Jaguars dropped into
Hey, what's up?
And everybody's favorite, we sporting Yankees winning
Jaden's
right now.
my favorite Giants fan.
Hold up.
I
Yeah.
have to say
Oh my
that.
God, I used to talk hella shit against Wii Sporting too.
What's the score?
It should be
1-4, Yankees are winning.
the Yankees.
The Braves
And
are
we
winning
scored
5
that
they're
thing.
about to
No,
sweep the Marlins.
celebration
Hello,
time.
can y'all hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes,
we-
Nico
Okay, cool.
Hernandez.
Hi.
Hey guys, shh, can you hear me? Yeah.
Hey, everyone.
Oh, we
Nico's
split.
name-
What's up, guys?
Nico,
Oh my
freaking
god.
Nico.
Dylan
tell us
forgot to
his
turn
name,
duet on.
Alfredo.
Dylan forgot
Alfredo.
to turn duet on.
Bro, Dylan, bro, are you kidding me? Turn your
Dylan,
duets on, Dylan. You're selling right now. Good lord.
Yo, is my
No,
on
it's
my
me.
on my TikTok is my my duet and Stitch still acting funny?
I don't know. You haven't made any bad sports takes yet, so I haven't been able to go look. I can check for you.
I only make
And-
bad sports takes when I'm shitting on my team.
And did you
Okay,
see
I'm
the
gonna-
Calvin Ridley clip?
No,
He toasted Xavier Howard.
did he really?
Yes. It was
No,
like a 5
Calvin really just ran his route, and then Xavier Howard couldn't
No.
keep up. I mean, it
Xavier
wasn't anything
Howard
special.
is the smartest man in the world because he had them eating out of his hand. He got everything he wanted.
And AJ Terrell's still better. What are you doing, Jared? You look like fish. You look like Oscar from Shark Tale. Like,
That's not
Oh.
true. I don't know any fish that are that fat.
Good.
Wait, actually, it could be a blowfish.
That would have been a
What
double.
the
it
hell?
could be a puffer fish when it's puffed up.
There it is. That's the one I was looking for.
Oh, I think Sam Darnold's playing this weekend.
It don't
No,
matter. He's a
100%.
bum. Matt Ryan's better.
Are the Yankees winning?
Yeah,
Yeah.
4-1.
That's all that matters.
That's right.
The Yankees
Oh.
are poverty. The Braves are better. Ronald Acuna is better than Aaron Judge.
The Braves are better.
Kyle Pitts is going to be our savior.
Kyle Pitts is not even. The
Oh my
starter
god,
yet.
you said it in the exact accent of Axby. Kyle Pitts is gonna be our savior. Kyle Pitts is not. I'm sorry, but y'all overrating the hell out of him.
The last time the Yankees played the Braves in a World Series, I believe the Yankees came out on top.
All right, yeah, I know what happened. It traumatized. I wasn't even alive. It traumatized my dad more.
Wow, cancel Big Blue Ant for traumatizing children.
It happens.
So,
I
okay,
don't
so
matter. Freddie
yeah,
Freeman-
I heard this rumor, and I had to ask. I need to ask. I mean, obviously the rumor is not true because I'm here. I was told that I was banned off your show for like the rest of like. I don't remember who told me that, but someone told me I was banned off the Godfather.
You were,
Sitting
so
around
get
by
out.
Jacob.
Get out.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. I don't recall ever saying that. I don't think I did.
Yeah, no,
I-
it was a stupid. It's a stupid thing to bring up now, obviously, because you know.
And I believe he said it when he wasn't too fond of Nico at one point, because I remember it kind of.
What do we
Yeah,
just call him? Weepy?
Maybe I did, but clearly it's not the case.
Wow, Ant, it's because I'm a Washington fan. I understand. I get it. I see
Oh,
the.
listen. So, all right, for those of you guys that don't know, obviously this isn't my show. It's just I just wanted to get some stuff cleared up from last night, so on and so forth, and I'll be out of here in less than a half an hour. But I am coming back with a show. It may be next week, next Wednesday, and it's going to be a little different. I'm changing up the format, so we won't be shit talking on my show. It's going to be non-biased sports. We're going to talk about
last
your
show.
Yeah, your show is literally, and your show is like freaking Hard Knocks, but like, you know, nobody cares what they say on here. You just say whatever.
Wait, it's going to be a non-biased show?
Yes.
Work made with Godfather.
Actually, you can't come.
Yeah, but like your show's like hardwood classics, dude. Like you can't, like every beat
I
that's
haven't
ever.
said Sam Darnold's going to be the greatest quarterback in the world.
Every
Sam Darnold's a bum.
every beat that's ever happened in the TikTok
Have I
community
said
has
he's
come on
not?
Ant's show. That's all I'm gonna say.
Felipe Franks is already gonna have a better career.
I'll try to divulge it.
No, come on. You gotta let some slander happen on here.
No, listen.
Dang it, why didn't you
I
run
don't have
into
a
him?
problem. Oh my God, who just
And
left?
I have a.
Gabe.
I have to tell you
Gabe,
something.
you good? Yeah, he totally bumped out.
And did you see the way too early mock drafts?
Oh, there he is. No.
They have the Giants going quarterback, and he's from the best
Yeah, I saw that.
He's from the best college in history.
And you know what? That may be the case. Like I said, listen, the Giants are my team, so I'm going to be on board with whatever they do. I might not like it, but I'm going to be on board. So if they're saying Daniel Jones is our guy, I'm going to give him this year. If it turns out to be what I saw the last 2 years, well, I can't even say the last 2 years because he was decent his first year. He did better than expected for his rookie season. But if he does what he did last year or worse, yeah, he's got to go.
Sam Howell will be a top 5 draft pick.
No,
Please.
JT Daniels is better. JT Daniels.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He's the next Aaron Rodgers.
Bro, he's leading Heisman standings right now.
Did you say the next Aaron Rodgers?
He's literally being compared to Aaron Rodgers.
So all right. You know what? You bring up a really good point here. So I'm going to go a little
Baker Mayfield.
I'm going to go a little Giants right here.
Baker Mayfield comparing to Aaron Rodgers.
And I want to pose. Shut up. I want to pose a question.
There you go. That's the end I like to see.
Listen, I want to pose a question to you guys, and take all your team's biasness out of it. This question is going to be an Eli Manning question. So, if how can I put this? Your team had a quarterback who spent 15 plus years as your quarterback and won you 2 Super Bowls. Would you take that, or would you take a guy who's top of the line with career stats?
Tom Brady.
It's just like one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever live, but never won a Super Bowl. Who are you taking?
So Dan Marino and Eli.
Super
Dan
Bowls.
Marino or Eli Manning's what you're asking, right?
Yes.
So
At the end of the day, that's all that matters.
I will take Eli Manning over Brady just because Eli Manning's a better playoff and Super Bowl quarterback than Tom Brady.
Anybody else want to chime in on that?
Eli
You don't even listen. You don't even have to say Eli Manning. Let's not make it an Eli Manning thing. If you have a choice, let's take it. Eli Manning's career compared to Dan Marino's career, compared to Aaron Rodgers' career, because let's face it, Rodgers only has 1 ring.
To Matt Ryan's a good one too.
Yeah, I feel like hold on. Are we going off of like Super Bowl is a team stat though? We have to remember that.
No, you're right. But Eli Manning was all right. So we are making an Eli Manning.
I'm gonna keep it a $150. I don't know anyone that
Don't ever
Giants
say
team
that
besides
again.
Eli Manning.
What's that?
I don't know anyone on that Giants team besides Eli Manning. I'm gonna keep it a $150.
Well, you're not exactly a Giants fan, so I understand that.
Victor
What I'm
Cruz.
saying, when people talk about the Hall of Fame issue and this and that, this is the reason I don't understand why people can't say that Eli belongs there. Now, again, do I think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer? No. Does he have super career stats? They're good. They're
I said in
comparable.
one of my TikToks, Eli was the first ballot.
I still don't think he's the first ballot, but to me, it's more of, or I think Eli was respected around the league, so that's going to have something to do with it. See, if it's an issue where, how can I put this? All right, so Eli and his whole family are well respected around the league based off of their family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's horrible to say. I think that's going to be part. If he does become first ballot, I think that's going to be part of the reason he ends up.
Can I ask you a question then about that since we're on the topic? So then, what about a guy like Nick Foles? Is Nick Foles a Hall of Famer?
No, because, and I'll tell you why. Yes, he won a Super Bowl. He did win the MVP, right?
Yes.
Super Bowl MVP.
Okay, won the MVP, but he has no other career stats. His career stats are trash.
All right, yeah,
Eli's one downfall for career. Hold on one second. Eli's one downfall for career stats is interceptions. However, A gentleman who recently got into the Super Bowl has more in the Super Bowl in the Hall of Fame has more interceptions and
Brett
one
Favre.
ring as well.
I have
Favre.
another
That's
question.
Brett Favre, right?
Is Matt Ryan a Hall of Famer?
No,
Is Matt Ryan a Hall of Famer?
I say no.
If you want to give it to
Well,
Eli,
see-
you gotta give it to Matt.
Well,
That's
no,
Matt-
because,
no.
no, because
Matt's only
again,
like Eli's only two like in every
Matt
category,
Ryan
two ahead of
won
Matt
the
Ryan.
Super Bowl, bro, and I think you're forgetting that little part
If
right
Matt
there.
Ry- If Matt
Tanicus,
Ryan
you
has
can't
another
say his
season,
career numbers are trash. They're top 10 in almost every category.
But
including interceptions.
if we're going off of the knowledge of how we're talking of Eli Manning, then no, Matt Ryan does not deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Off
No.
of going the knowledge that we're talking about.
But if we're going off statistics, Matt Ryan is a Hall of Famer. He's a top 15. In
You
every
can say
category stat.
statistics 100%. I would say
All right,
statistics.
so all right, let's ask that question again when his career's over.
No.
Because then his numbers may be up there if he spends
Well,
a few
next
more
year's
years.
his last year.
You know what I'm saying?
Quarterback in Atlanta.
Let me ask you this. Is Frank Gore a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
Hell no.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. But he's a Hall of Famer based off of his career alone.
But with no
Xavier
credentials.
Peterson,
But
Hall of
all he has is rushing yards. Honestly.
He's the Dan Marino of running backs.
Here,
Exactly.
Here's another thing. This is another good one. What's his name? I just don't know.
There's actually one more guy. I think I feel like you guys are going to tell me he is going to be in the Hall of Fame, but you're going to have to sit there and wonder like,
Is Chris Johnson a Hall of Famer?
Oh, that's a good one.
I would say yes.
Because he had 2,000 rushing yard season. That's it.
Is Steve
Yeah.
Smith a Hall of Famer?
Who?
Yes. Steve Smith.
Steve Smith, yeah.
Absolutely.
Julio's better though.
That
He's
man,
eligible next year.
that man,
Julio's
he's
better.
not. I wouldn't say he's first ballot though.
See, I agree with Tanicus. I think Matt Ryan will end up being a Hall of Famer.
But it's
And
going to take a
again-
lot of time.
Yeah, it's going to take a couple more years, and his stats are going to have to be bolstered.
Well, he is
Now,
positive.
let me ask you this: is Chad Ochocinco a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
Ooh, now that's intriguing. I'm
I-
going to say no.
Same.
I'm going to say no. I don't have a definitive answer why, other than I don't think his career was long enough.
I can probably.
I think he was exciting. I think he was great to watch, especially when they mic'd
This is
him
a good
up.
one I just came up with. Carson's gonna like it.
Good.
Is Cam Newton a Hall of Famer?
No,
Oh
Nope.
no.
Nope. Not even close.
He has the MVP. Yes, he has the credentials. I guess
He
to
had
be-
what, 3 good years? That's
We have to
it.
understand that, like him having those non-bad years, really, if you really look at it, weren't his fault entirely, but it was his fault. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Kirk
But no.
Cousins.
I'll tell you right now, the biggest
Absolutely
person
not.
right now that's being robbed of a jacket is Terrell Owens. He's absolutely hands down first ballot, eyes closed, hands tied behind your back. First is a Hall of Famer.
Wait, Terrell Owens is not a Hall of Famer?
Michael
No.
Vick is becoming
I
eligible.
don't think he is.
Now,
Michael Vick a Hall of
Huh?
Famer.
now,
I could be wrong, but I don't think he
Ooh,
is.
I have a good one. This is an NFC question. I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer, so please don't quote me on this. Is Donovan McNabb a Hall of Famer?
No.
Nope.
Is Michael Vick?
Well,
a
you
Hall
know
of Famer?
what? You know what?
I'm going to say
That's
yes.
a tough one.
I'm going to
That's
say
a tough
yes.
one.
Is Michael Vick a Hall of Famer?
No.
See,
You know-
it might be because in sports they go off what happened in their like off the court in some sports.
Yeah, but what did Terrell Owens do? Did Terrell Owens never had any off the field issues? I don't believe.
Well, he was a very
He just
bad
had he
teammate.
just ran his mouth a lot. That's his only
he was a very
downfall.
bad teammate.
I
Yeah.
know it's real.
I
I know
wouldn't
it's really.
See, but I'm sorry, Carson, real quick. I wouldn't. I'm going to cut you off there, actually, on him saying he's a bad teammate because when he went to Philadelphia,
He was a bad
He-
teammate.
no, he was not.
Nah, I actually think that McNabb was the bad teammate in that.
Yeah,
instance.
McNabb was the a-hole.
Yeah, I have to
McNabb-
agree with him on that.
McNabb was the bad guy.
Ooh, the Danny's got a good one. Is Luke Kuechly a Hall of Famer? I say
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
Luke Kuechly is my favorite linebacker
That's
of all
it.
time, and I'm a Falcons fan.
Somebody said Larry Fitzgerald. That's a yes.
Absolutely. If you don't have Larry
Julio
Fitzgerald as a
Jones
Hall of Famer, I would just stop watching football.
Yeah,
Julio
the guy.
Jones is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
Who's a Hall of Famer?
Julio.
yeah, he will be. I
He
He's
think
will
first
be.
ballot. He's first ballot.
No.
I think he will be. Nah, I
He's
think
not.
he will be.
He will be, but he will not be a first ballot. I'm sorry.
Yes, he
What
will.
about Julius Peppers?
He's a top 10 receiver of all time, in my opinion.
Now, see, that's right there is taking it like that's where you Falcons fans like want to sit there and be like, well, he's top 10. Julio Jones is phenomenal, but he will not be a first ballot Hall of Famer. ever.
He's a top 3 receiver in the current generation.
I can understand that fully, but I don't think he'll be a Hall of Famer. First ballot.
I think he's definitely a Hall of Famer. First ballot, I don't know.
Second ballot.
And what sucks to say, and I hate to bring this up, he doesn't have the rings, doesn't have any offensive MVP.
Rings don't matter.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do. I think rings is what puts you over the top when being considered for.
If Drew Brees did,
so J.J. Watt's not first ballot Hall of Famer.
If Drew
J.J.
Brees,
Watt,
no,
he's not first ballot Hall of Famer.
I guarantee he will be.
But J.J. Watt has Defensive Player of the Year awards.
Doesn't have Julio has Offensive Player of the Year awards.
Okay, now let me ask you this.
Julio.
No, and you agree, disagree. And you know what, Falcon? You guys in the NFC South can agree with this too. If Drew Brees did not have a championship, he would not be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he would.
Yes, he leads every passing
Really?
stat.
He would. Yeah.
He leads every passing stat.
If we're in the world of
See, what a lot of us aren't
How
understanding.
does that knowledge, Nico? Is Barry Sanders not a Hall of Famer? No.
I see you, Raphael. I'll get you in here. Hold on a
But
second.
hold on. But Barry Sanders ran for 1K yards every single season of his career.
Most
and it's
overrated
not,
running back
with no O-line.
Yeah,
Barry
but it's
Sanders
not
was
his fault.
overrated.
It's not his
And
fault.
shitty
that
quarterbacks.
it's not his fault, though, that he has the career reputation that he has because he played on the – and can I cuss on your show?
Yeah.
Because he's playing on the fucking Lions. Look
So
at Calvin
Julio played on the
Johnson.
Falcons. We're gonna use
Calvin
that
Johnson, short career, phenomenal numbers. What happened? The freaking Lions bent him over, said, let's go out to dinner, and bam,
Same
Calvin
as
Johnson's
Matthew
career is
Stafford.
over. Matthew Stafford left.
Fine,
It's
well,
done.
he should've. Stafford's a top 10 quarterback in the league. Don't care what you say, Baron Tanner.
No, you can say Ben Sanders is the most overrated running back of all time.
Listen,
I
Saquon
say it
Barkley.
too.
Saquon Barkley is the modern day Barry Sanders.
If
No,
Saquon-
stop,
he has-
dude. Get
he
out of here
has-
with the bias.
He has no. No, I'm serious. He has no quarterback, and he sure as hell don't have an offensive line.
I'm
say
gonna clip this.
Saquon
I'm
Barkley
clipping this and
is
posting this on my
modern-
TikTok. I'm clipping what you just said. You are a no. I'm clipping.
I
what
say
you said.
Saquon's the
What,
modern day.
what? Did I said they don't have a quarterback?
Yeah.
Until
You don't have a quarterback,
Daniel
you only have
Jones
a
proves
bottom
himself,
three
he's
line.
not a quarterback.
I seen this
He has to
comparison
prove
of
himself.
Saquon.
Did I not
It
say
was
that?
Really good.
You did. No, you did.
Huh?
I'll give you that.
They
You did say
compared
that.
Saquon to Adrian Peterson in his prime.
What? No, stop.
McCaffrey had a 1K season with the
McCaffrey's
30th
above
best
his
O-line.
career.
Yeah, but that's
What?
Tell me that thing that I don't know who posted it. That thing on if you turn the best player on each team into a lineman. Did you guys see that?
No.
Oh,
I
dude.
know. I think I know who you're talking about. 'Cause
It was funny as
He does
hell,
all the
dude.
Madden experiments on it.
Yeah, it had Travis Kelce looked all fat. It had Aaron Rodgers was all fat. Who else? CMC. They were all fat. They looked like linemen. It was funny as
Okay.
hell.
I was going to say this before Nico started all that, but
I'm sorry, Carson.
you're fine. But
You're fine.
shut up, Axby. I swear. Jesus.
Look at that. Isn't that guy on your jersey? Isn't Julio Jones own his career?
Huh?
Doesn't Julio
Huh?
Jones own Luke Kuechly's career?
No.
No,
You know, he kind
not
of
really.
reaches his hand over his face, rips the ball out, touchdown.
Oh my gosh! One freaking play, 28-3.
My
dude.
favorite Julio Jones.
I'd say Michael Thomas will not finish saying he will go to the Packers. No, come on.
Not the
Dan-
pack.
No, you
Comes
think
to
the
Atlanta,
Packers?
obviously.
You think the Packers will make a good move for Aaron Rodgers? You're freaking funny. I like that joke, Danny. You're
Here's
funny.
the thing, though.
Okay.
Deshaun
But I was
Watson's
gonna-
from Atlanta.
Actually, shut up.
All right, hold on, guys. I'm gonna put a couple of you guys in the backstage because I have a couple more people that came on, and I want to hear what they got to say because I do want to get out of here in the next 12 minutes.
I'm in the Godfather conference. I'm just gonna put that out there for you, Ant.
So,
Okay, can I
Yeah,
just say
I'm
this
the beach
Can I just say this real quick?
Go
Real
ahead.
quick. Axby, shut up, Jesus. Will
Of course, 100.
Will Christian McCaffrey? It's really early, but will he at the end of his career be a Hall of Famer?
If he keeps
No.
I know,
Injury
if he
prone
keeps
running
doing what
back.
he's doing, yeah,
Injury prone running back. Nope.
yeah. If he keeps doing what he's doing, can stay
Angel,
healthy. There's the key
Bro,
word.
he had one injury season. I can tell you're a
Yep.
Falcons fan. You're a biased.
he is.
Saquon's
He's so
injury prone
freaking.
too. That's
All right,
it.
guys. All right, I'll get that. Shut up. Got it.
You're a Washington fan, 28-3.
All right, I'm gonna kick Carson. I'll kick you in the back too. I'll
All
keep
right.
Jaden on because he's not saying nothing. He probably can't get a word in edgewise.
No,
All right.
it's fine.
Let's get Jacob in here and Raphael. What's up, guys?
What's up?
Hello.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Well, very good.
So have you guys been listening to the conversation we've been having?
Yes, the potential Hall of Famers to be on the National Football League. I heard about that.
Yes. So I agree with Townicus on this. Barry Sanders is arguably the best running back of all time. Absolutely. And that's even without a ring.
No, that's a hot take. That's a good one.
Yes.
I like it.
Very good.
I'm not gonna say my opinion because I'm gonna get called biased. But
No, go ahead.
Cool.
Okay, well, greatest running
Jim
back of
Brown.
all time is a little bit different of a story because that's where more yards and other things come into aspect. But I think like the best talent-wise running back of all time, it's Jim Brown, because I mean, I haven't looked at it in a while.
You know what? You can say that. That's
You
why
can say I
Townicus
love-
said arguably.
You got a good point. You got a good point, Jacob.
Well, I mean, Jim Brown ended his career early too, due to an illness. I think he played. I think it was one less season than Barry, but he was on pace, to have, I believe, the most, or pretty much second or third most rushing touchdowns, but the most yards out of any running back. So I mean, he was just so dominant. And people say, "Oh, it's the weakest era. It's the 1950s." Okay.
See,
I
that's
mean-
where I think it's wrong. I think those eras back in the day are tougher than they were today. Do they hit harder today? Yes. Are there reasons for that? Yes. But the toughest era where guys can break bones and continue to play is definitely back then. Because if a guy freaking sprains his pinky toe, he's taking the game off today.
Yeah, and I mean, Jim Brown, he only had one season in his career where he wasn't a first-team All-Pro, but he was still a Pro Bowler. He got 3 MVPs. When I believe it was one championship.
Yeah, I mean, no, you definitely make a really good argument, and I'm not going to disagree. Even Townicus, that's a fair argument.
Yeah, and I mean, these him and Barry. I mean, like I said, if you're talking about the GOAT, it's fair if you want to go Barry or someone else because of yards.
Yeah, sorry about that. Did you know that Jim Brown has won 3 NFL MVPs?
Yeah.
In the 58,
Yeah.
the 57, 58, and then the 65.
Yeah, and I mean, I could say, you can make the argument because it's definitely way tougher for running backs to win MVPs in modern day era. It's kind of becoming that way. Looking at these other running backs, the only type of MVPs they really have were Super Bowl MVPs, and sometimes some guys snuck one in. But modern day, it's going to be a lot harder to say that these running backs modern day can possibly be the GOAT.
The other thing, too, is, and I hate saying this because we'll never know. This is obviously one of those things we'll never know is people will say, well, if you put this team from this era up against this team in this era, this team will beat this. We'll never know that. So I don't even know why we argue that sometimes. I mean, and don't get me wrong. I can be hypocritical on that because I do say that sometimes. But when you sit and actually think about it, it's a question that's never going to be answered. And no matter how many statistics you bring up, no matter how analytical you want to be about things, it's something we'll never know.
Well, there is a debate between the best running back of the modern days because you mentioned that Nick Chubb, but also there is Derrick Henry, the Christian McCaffrey, Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara, Aaron Jones. So that will be a tough debate to see who's the best running back of the modern era.
Well, right now, you would have to say it's Derrick Henry, only because of what he's accomplished and what he's still doing. He hasn't been hurt majorly yet, so that's definitely a big factor. I mean, if Saquon didn't get hurt and CMC didn't get hurt, we might be having a different conversation here. And that's the thing. We don't know because guys are constantly getting hurt. But at the same time, when you get guys that are hurt all the time, they get forgotten about very quickly. What the hell is that?
Yeah, because Derrick Henry has ran more yards after to any player because Derrick Henry had the factor that no one running backs does in the modern era. Because he lived for the runs of 10 yards and more than 50 yards or more. So he got the factor. They had a factor that nobody does.
Right. Right. No, definitely. Definitely. I think what's his name? Dalvin Cook has potential to be a Derrick Henry type running back.
Okay. Do you think Dalvin Cook's better than Chubb?
So you mean that Dalvin Cook is better than Derrick Henry? Because that would be like a debate. It's between Henry or Dalvin Cook.
Okay, so I'm being a little biased on this. I love Nick Chubb. I loved him in college. I loved him in the pros. Listen, I would have loved him for. Listen, if the Giants didn't get Saquon, I'm praying for Nick Chubb.
I mean, yeah, you guys would have Sam Darnold instead of Daniel Jones, and maybe with that 6th pick. We won't talk
about that. I'll take Daniel Jones. He's still on the same team.
Okay, well, you guys would have had that 6th pick open.
Yeah, that 6th pick should have been Josh Allen from Kentucky. That's who that.
Oh my God, the quarterback.
No,
I feel so bad for the other guy, dude. He's on what, the Jaguars, and just I feel bad for him.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm gonna kick you guys out. I got 2 more guys in here. Like I said, I got about 5 more minutes left. So I'll talk to you guys later. If not tonight, I'll see you on the next show. All right, boys.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
All right. Good seeing you guys.
Go Yankees.
Yes, sir. All day, every day.
Yes,
Making that run, bro. I'll talk to you, Jaden. Sorry about that, Jaden. All right, one of my favorite guys in our podiverse, if you will. Tanicus.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Pleasure to see you, man. What's going on?
It's good to see you, too. I was hoping you were going to go on tonight.
Yeah, not long. I just kind of wanted to straighten out some stuff with what happened last night during the tournament with Sneaky Show. And, I've been off a couple weeks, as you know. I'm going to get back to it next week, most likely.
Was this the stuff related to the Madden tournament?
With the stuff I was talking about earlier? Yeah.
Well, I came in late. I came in when you guys were going through the Hall of Fame stuff, which was right up my alley. I just know that there's been
so Gabe, great kid, was taking stuff a little to heart with people talking crap to him, if you will, during the tournament and during his game and after his game. And I tried to make him understand that, 1, you got to have a little bit thicker skin. 2, nobody's coming at you personally. And 3, the most important thing, they're jabbing at you like a brother. They're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything. They're just jabbing at you. They're trying to thicken that skin with the rest of us, because he was calling for people's necks and he should be banned and this person should be banned. And I'm like, dude, trolling, as long as you're not getting personal, it's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah. I mean, well, first of all, that's kind of what we do, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's kind of the fun. Like, we like to bust balls. It's like, it's kind of what we do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen little snippets of what's happening with this stuff, and I just try to stay out of that shit with you guys. You guys do your thing about however, but I'm not getting involved in any of that.
I'll tell you right now, I think I'm horrible on the the commentating and stuff. It's what it is. I think people just like my takes and because I'm spur of the moment, spot on, what you see is what you get kind of thing.
Whoa, are you doing like commenter work during the game?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Wait. Let me rephrase that. Sneaky I'll throw in some stuff. Sneaky's the commenter. He's the one that gets excited and starts screaming, "Oh my God, I can't do that."
Well, he's a difficult man to talk over, my friend.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. He has a way of monopolizing the airwaves.
And he's good at it. I'll give him that.
Oh man, I bet that'd be fun. Okay, see, I'd be interested in seeing that for sure.
So, as far as I know, we're doing week 3. We're starting it tomorrow night. So, if you're interested during Sneaky Show, we're gonna do some games tomorrow night.
Okay, yeah, I want to see that. What do you broadcast it on Twitch?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. What they do is, I believe the kids give them the link, and then we get them on, and then we watch the game as they're playing, and then we'll bring on the winner and the loser after the game's over, and we'll ask them questions about what they were doing, what they that I should say Sneaky does all the talking. I just kind of again, I'm like the comic relief, if you will.
Dude, I was big into Madden. I would buy the game every year, but I don't know. It was probably 4 or 5 years ago. My system finally conked out, and I just never replaced it. And so I don't, I don't really get into it. But even when I played it before, I would do the franchise mode. I would play online every now and again, but because of the difference in action, like the reaction time, my timing sucked, and I would just get killed. And these kids out there, man, they play. They're like basically using the equivalent of video game algorithms to figure out how to beat your ass. I'm like, this isn't like when we used to play Super Tecmo Bowl, Yeah,
no, you're exactly. And believe me, if we brought back Super Tecmo Bowl, us guys would be having a ball.
Dude, I still have my old, not my original Nintendo, but my Super Nintendo, and I think it might have been Super Tecmo 3. I played all of them, but
oh wow,
it's the one where you could actually create your own player and put them on a team,
right?
And you could do trades.
Nice.
And there was a free agency system, which was stupid. It was wasn't stupid. It was cool. It was like it only had like 2 to 3 digits of value, but obviously it meant if it was 3 digits of value, then that meant it was $1 million. Whatever the first digit was $1 million, and anyway,
yeah, nah, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool, and that's kind of what started it too. That's one of the games that got us involved in more behind the scenes what's going on in like sports today.
Dude, it taught me not only players but defenses, offenses, like a certain level of terminology.
Right.
You evolved into Madden, which has become. I mean, they still use that to call up plays.
Absolutely.
So like I don't know whatever. What am I thinking? Creating like ideas for plays and stuff. They use the bones of that game for that.
Right. I mean, I can show you. They drew up Jason Garrett drew up mock playbooks for the kids at that thing I went to, and I actually got a hold of one of them. I'll bring it up next week when I do the show. I'll show you guys. It's simple plays. It's showing the kids how to run them, and again, it's the same situation. It's like getting the kids involved and letting them see these are the simple routes, and then you take it from there and get harder and harder as they go. Yeah, it's cool stuff. It's definitely cool stuff.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like my education of football was rooted in partly my father, but my father played college football, but he wasn't terribly interested in talking about it or discussing it, despite the fact that every single Monday night and Saturday night, what was being played. But no, it was video games that taught me. So yeah. Hey, for what it's worth.
Nah.
So what's going on with you otherwise, dude?
Same old, man. Just trying to get back in the swing of things, and that's basically the main reason I've been taking off is because I've been trying to reroute my show a little bit because my show tends to be a lot like Sneaky's, and I'm trying to differentiate it. Like my thing now is I want to go non-biased sports, so we can talk about your teams without killing everybody for it. You know what I mean? Like, you can sit here and tell me, hey, you're a Dallas fan. I won't. I'll try not to make a snide remark about Dallas sucks. I'll just let everybody have their moment. We can talk about their team, what they think's going on, what they're worried about, what they're looking forward to, that kind of stuff. And as the season gets closer and games start being played, we'll take it to that next step and talk about games and stuff like that. In fact, I don't know if you knew. I know we announced it, but starting the season. It might have to start week 2. We wanted to start week 1, but I might not be home to do it. Sneaky and I are going to be doing a show after Giants games for an hour talking about how the Giants did and stuff like that. And then we're actually going to have a segment where we can talk about other teams as well.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it would be good for you guys, at least for you to like branch out, not just doing the whole everything being so focused on the Giants or I know your audience is a lot of Cowboys fans, because what happens is there's so much redundancy that it just becomes everyone wants to talk about the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And
it gets tiring after a while. It really does.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have a nice big league out there, and there's all kinds of fun stuff to talk about. So.
And again, I'm not just doing football. I'll be doing basketball, baseball, hockey. Because, basketball I've gotten away from a little bit till this year because my Knicks are relevant again. Hockey, I'm hoping the Rangers get back into it. My Yankees are doing good right now. So, definitely more exciting stuff for me to talk about. But I'm actually going to start doing my homework a little more. Be almost like a shock jock of sports, I guess, if you will.
Sure.
I'll have my little things here because everybody loves the persona of me being an asshole, and I'm okay with that.
It's really funny that you say that because that's my persona.
There you go.
I don't do it on your shows. I don't do it on your show or Sneaky Show though. But the stuff that like OJ and I are working on, that's he's playing the straight man, which he is. He's always like right down the line, smart as hell, obviously, but metered. Not like emotional and whatever about it. And
that's going to be the hard part for me because as non-biased as I try to be, and I love my Giants. I'm a diehard fan, but I'm not so biased that I can't sit here and if you say such and such is this and such is that, I can't not agree with you. You know what I mean?
No, I mean you're really good about that.
I try to be, man, because there's so many different aspects of and ways of looking at sports in general. That how could I think that my opinion is the only one that makes sense? It doesn't. Everybody else's opinion matters and makes a lot of sense too. Most of it anyway.
Well, what's funny too is you guys are such good fans of your teams. And I'm Atlanta everything. But in some ways I feel as though I'm not quite on the same level as you guys in terms of fanship because I am just I can't be any other way. I'm just so pragmatic about if this is like, when the Hawks were making their playoff run and everybody's like, oh, it's so awesome. And everyone was just so excited about it. Like, they're not going to make it past the Eastern Conference Finals. Like, how could you say such a thing? Like, because I know just based on probability, they don't have the firepower. And people want to ask me, I was on a Captain Jack show on Sunday and he wanted to ask me about the
You just went quiet. I can't hear you.
Turn it back in.
There you go. I got you now.
Yeah. And I'm just like, I mean, it's the same as what it was, at the beginning of the offseason, what it's been last year. It's just, I mean, what are my expectations? I don't have any, but they're not good. They're bad.
Well, it's like me, like with the whole Daniel Jones thing. Yes, I want Daniel Jones to be that guy. Yeah. Do I think he's going to be that guy? I don't know. I can tell you this, I'm scared as hell about that offensive line, and that could actually be the difference in Daniel Jones being the guy he was last year. I'm deathly afraid of that. I'm still, again, I love who we got in the draft this year, but I think our biggest weakness was, like, just thrown in the back. Like, like nobody. Yeah, we signed a couple guys that went undrafted, and, we brought in a couple guys that ended up retiring because for whatever reason. But we're still not addressing the elephant in the room, let's call it. Like, our offensive line, as much as us Giants fans want to believe that they're good, I got to see it, and I'm not seeing it, not even in the preseason yet. I know it's only been one game, and I know this week should be a little different, and I'm hoping it is. But all right, if I was to make a prediction right now, I would have to say our defense would have to be a top 5 defense and hold teams to less than 17 points a game for the Giants to actually – that's what I'm saying, for the Giants to actually become, a playoff contender. But with the offensive line, I can't. I just can't.
Dude, all right. So I'm putting together – I'm a extreme enthusiast for fantasy football. Like, I'm in big money leagues. We do drafts in person. I'm in multiples of them. It's like a deal. And so I'm in the process of what I do every year is kind of putting together my own little playbook in conjunction with, how I'm going to do the draft and trying to look at the Giants. I mean, I don't know if there's one dude. Like, I would probably take the Giants defense, maybe, which is questionable because if your offense can't stay on the field, you're taxing the defense, and then we all know how that what the outcome of that is. But, like, I love Saquon Barkley, right?
Yeah.
But I'm going, you have a quarterback that can't do anything, and you have a line that can't protect him. And so what is going to stop opposing defenses from stacking the line and
it's
just
exactly
killing Saquon? And he's coming off of an ACL tear. You know, I mean, the guy has got as much ability, if not more, than every other running back in the league. But all the other variables, unless he falls to the second round, I'm not going to draft him. Like, I'll tell you another funny thing is that, you know, they're doing the fantasy football marathon on ESPN.
Mm-hmm. You're muted out again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now.
Yeah, on one of the bust lists, they had Daniel Jones. And that just made me laugh because, you know, everything is stacked against that guy, regardless of what his ability is. If a quarterback doesn't have a line, then it doesn't matter. They could be Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Joe Montana. I don't give a damn. Like, there's just not that much you're going to be able to do. And
that's what scares me the most, is because I've seen flashes where I think Daniel Jones has the potential. But again, if you got a quarterback that's running for his life 3 years in a row because of his offensive line can't do nothing, what do you do? Like, your hands are almost tied. Like, you know, you want to keep the kid and say, we're working on it. But they clearly ain't working on it if they didn't draft not a single lineman in the draft this year.
Yeah.
And like, we're not even going after any of the free agents that are, you know, half decent right now. I mean, I know they were probably asking for a lot of money, and the Giants just spent a whole hell of a lot of money, but it just doesn't seem like they're willing to do whatever to address that line issue.
Well, and here's the other thing, too, which is going to make this worse. I don't know who brought this up. It was on ESPN, but they were like, because Daniel Jones is so turnover prone, like, it is going to incentivize defenses to go after him full-fledged. They're not going to respect him at all. What guys are going to be looking for are strip sacks and interceptions all day and putting him into every situation possible, because the way that they look at him is they look at him as being a damn liability. Like, they're like, this guy's going to drop the ball. This guy's going to throw it to us. So we're taking him down. And I mean, that's a really vulnerable position to be in if you can't protect that guy. And I don't know.
100%.
It's not looking good.
If you look at the scenario you just gave me about the offensive line, Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley, and how that can affect with the offensive line or somebody getting hurt or, you know, something like that, it's basically the exact same thing that happened to Dallas last year. If you take away the quarterback and the running back has to take the load, the defenses know what they got to do.
Well, plus they also, in a lot of ways, I mean, their offensive line when they're healthy is obviously much better than the Giants, but so many of those guys were hurt. I mean, look at what happened to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. 3 starters on the line were out. Mahomes was running for his life.
Yeah, no, it's the truth.
He's lucky they didn't murder him. But,
yeah, exactly.
I mean, so yeah, dude. I mean, it all works together. It all works in concert.
No, you're absolutely right. Hey, man, I appreciate you being on again. I got to get one more person out of the way because I've actually gone on longer than I wanted to.
Oh, sorry, but you know, I tend to do
you're
that
good.
to people.
Listen, man, you know when I talk to you, we have a good time, bro.
Always.
So it's good, man. It's good seeing you. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow night on Sneaky Show while we're doing the football thing. It'll be fun.
Definitely come on.
It'll be fun. All right, brother. I'll talk to you soon, man.
All right, bud. You too.
All right. Take care. Ivan, I didn't forget about you, buddy. What's up, man? Can you hear me? Ivan, can you hear me?
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I can't very lagging. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, let's talk about yesterday.
Go ahead. What do you got?
Hello? Hello?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
And yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, you're lagging really bad, dude. The delay is like 15 seconds. It's long.
Can you hear me?
You're freezing up, bud. Yeah, you had to boot out, guys. Hey, I'm going to bring in the last couple people that are still here because I'm going to get going. I actually went 15 minutes longer than I wanted to. Ivan, man, hopefully I can see you next Wednesday, bud, because I do want to get going. I did address a little bit about what happened last night, so I'm going to get out of here. Guys, I appreciate all of you. Thank you for coming on and just spending, a little over an hour with me. I appreciate it. And I'll talk to you guys soon, all right?
All right, go Yanks.
Oh, yes, I can see you. Hold on a minute.
Yep. Have a good night, guys.
Yeah, you too.
See you, Jaden. See you guys. Hey, guys, so that's the little show I had tonight. Positive Philly and Ivan, I see you guys in the background. I got to cut this short. I got to get to bed, man. I got work tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to get back in the swing of things next week. I just wanted to nip the issue in the bud today. And hopefully we'll see you guys next week. Tune in to Sneaky Show tomorrow night. I don't know if he's going on early tomorrow. Just keep track of your TikTok and your Instagram because he may go on. He may start a little early because, again, I told him I can only stick around till about 10:30 my time because I do have work on Friday. So, guys, I appreciate you. CJ, I'm sorry, bud. I see you coming in. We gotta get rolling, bud. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get my butt to bed. So, again, love you guys. See you guys tomorrow night for sure. But definitely I'll be back on next week, regular time, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. So with that, guys, I love yous all. Peace.
What's happening? What's happening? What's up? What's happening? What's happening? What's up? Hey, what's happening? What's happening? What's up? What's happening? What's happening? Hey, you know we about to turn up. Switch the road to burn up. A couple partners